Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I've got the P1 boys back again with the Mazda challenge. You've just seen the We Are Driven intro. The We Are Driven team are still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundation. Get yourselves over to Facebook, click all those like buttons and get yourselves over to We Are Driven, see what we're all about, and get yourselves over to www.justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey and drop a little donation on there. Thank you. Right, Mazda challenge tonight, round 3. We are at Kyoto Driving Park. We've got two 20-minute races, 10-minute qualifier for you, reverse grid for race 2. Is it top 8 reverse grid in this? I forget. It might be. Need to stick to settings, you lot. So big shout out to the boys over at Digital Car Culture, Infinity Decals, the We Are Driven team and Cowabunga Car Diaries, putting their names behind this one. So yeah, Kyoto Driving Park tonight. Let's have a look at some scores. So leading the way after last week's round at Autopolis or Autopolis, P1 Dylan leads it with 46 points. Second place is P1 Don with 41 points. Raoul is third with 40 points. GT Obi-Wan fourth with 38 points. We've got Reg GT with 38 points as well, actually, joint fourth. Rick 33 on 37 points in sixth. Benny seventh with 30 points. Infinity Decals with 29 points for eighth. Jump down to the lower half of the table. Manny in ninth with 20 points. We've got Valium in 10th with 17 points. Apache with 15 points for 11th. Dizzy 12th with with 11 points, not 11th place. It's getting confused. Mocking Weeks in 13th with just 2 points, and Champ a single point on the board. So that is scores up until tonight. If you're looking for the Pro-Ams, we've actually got that running over on Idle4 Gaming's channel. His logo right in the middle of the screen at the bottom there. So if you're looking for the Pro-Ams, go and check that out. Idle4 Gaming on YouTube. If you're here for the pros, stick around. 2 races coming up. Don't forget, I've got merch available, people, if you are interested. T-shirts, £22 each, plus free postage, 1 free sticker, or stickers, £3 a pair. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com and we'll sort something out. Or get hold of me on the Facebook page. Right, into tonight's races then. Let's have a look who we've got on the board. We've got Raoul, Dylan, got Manny, Don, Mockin, Infinity, we've got Benny, Apache, Obi-Wan, Dizzy, Reg and Valium. So only 13 out of the... How many drivers was it? 14 drivers. Oh, wrong one. So 1 down tonight. 10-minute quali coming up. Everyone to track. Let's get these laps underway. Turn the usual nonsense on for you lot. Oh, now they're starting the 10 minutes quali. No, that's not my computer fans squeaking, alright? I don't know what that is. Some pterodactyl bird flying around in the background at Japan. Mothra, maybe. Alright, I suppose we'll be able to get ourselves on track. Let's do a quick lap with Raoul. Straight away. So, turn 1. Nice, open, left-handed hairpin. Great big wide turn this into the open S's. It's going to be an easy lap for Raul, just saving his tyres. They'll be able to carry a lot of speed through these. Dizzy just ghosting out in front, obviously not putting a hot lap in either at the minute. Down the hill into this next open left-hander. Can be a little bit tricky this. You've got to just try and catch this apex on the inside there. Let it hang out to the outside. Down the hill then. Again, Raul just backing off. Awkward little bit of the track coming up. Tight chicane now. You've got to be so careful through here. Easy to get that one totally wrong. Back up the hill. Round the little right-hand kink towards the hairpin. Again, you'll see positions being taken here. People get a good run up that hill. Chase down drivers into the hairpin. You've got to make sure you get this exit right as well. It's a difficult little corner coming up. Nice and fast on the way in. Very tricky on the way out. Second part of this chicane, very tight indeed. And then down to the final corner on circuit, which is a hairpin. A lot tighter than the other two we've been around tonight. And that brings us back onto this start-finish straight. Now Raul can start putting the power down. Raul just showing us his teeth then in the Mazda for some strange reason. Benny then, first man out on track. Let's see how he gets on. Down the hill then to this tricky section. This circuit, or this driving part, can be split into two circuits. Well, there are two circuits here. The Miyabi section just peels off at that chicane. And they'll be thankful it's not the full course with Miyabi and Yamagiwa. Through the hairpin cleanly for Benny. Not getting the exit wrong. So we'll just stick with the front runners as they cross the line. We'll start looking at times. Oh, drifty through there for Benny and Obi-Wan. What's Benny going to put in? A 139, 140. So 142.2. Obi-Wan goes quicker though, 141.7. Reg GT also quicker, 141, so he's got himself into second position at the minute, Reg. Mockin Weeks into third, 142.0 for Mockin. Infinity Decals fourth, 142.2. Still got drivers crossing the line, so Raul's just gone a little bit quicker. So Mockin Weeks in third, Raul now fourth, 142.1. Infinity Decals fifth, 142.2. Benny then pushed all the way down to sixth now, 142.2 for him. Dizzy seventh, 142.3, almost a 142.4. Manny on a 142, almost 142.5 for him. Apache on a 155. Didn't show me Valium's time. Okay, so Apache in 10th. Don 11th, 206.3. He's quicker on his outlap. Dylan at the back of the pack at the minute. No hot lap set by him yet. Exploring those track limits. So what did you put in, Valium? Have we got a time on the board for you yet? No. Drivers coming in now then, changing these tyres up, trying to get the faster laps. Infinity Decals getting himself into second, 141.8 for Infinity. Pushes Reg out and everyone else down a few positions. Bit of racecraft here from the boys, just staying out of the way as the drivers on their hot laps come through. Now they can get underway. Obi-Wan Mocking and Reg GT pulling over there. So can anyone unseat Obi-Wan? Has he regained full Jedi powers? Just a 0.1 of a second in front of Raul, who's gone quicker, 141.8. Oh, Dylan goes even quicker, so we can get people unseating. 3/4 of a second faster than Obi-Wan's time, so it's a 141.7. It's a pretty much 141 then for Dylan. Smashed it. Rick W, how you doing? Can't find the lobby. Oh no, it's Raul's lobby. Can you search for anyone else? Can you search for me, perhaps? Let me just send these boys a little message. That's who's missing. Rick 33 GTR. It's an open lobby as far as I know. I don't think it's for friends only. We've had randomers turn up and get kicked out, so, or turn up and leave. Right, that's enough of you, Dylan. Obi-Wan not able to get anywhere near his 141.7 at the minute on those last couple of laps. Infinity Decals pushed down to third with Dylan's fast time, 141.8 for Infinity. If anyone comes back for nobody replied to that yet. Unfortunately, everybody concentrating on their hot laps. We have got a driver sitting in the pits. Oh, it is Raul, and that's just because we're pretty much about to start the race. So I don't know if there's anything else I can do for you here, Rick, unfortunately. So 5 seconds left of quali remaining. A couple of drivers still to cross the line, but it is going to be Dylan. He's still going quicker. Oh, it might pick up a penalty for that. There you go. Stop off-roading, Dylan. He's going to be on pole still though. Obi-Wan second, Infinity Decals third, Reg GT in fourth. Or, yep, stays in fourth. Don in fifth. Whacking Week sixth. P1 Apache 7th, Benny in 8th, Dizzy, Dizzy just going quicker, 6th, pushes Mocking and Apache down a position, Benny in 9th, Manny in 10th, Valium 11th, Raul 12th, and we've lost another driver. Who else have we lost? Why are we down to... Oh, because I'm the 13th driver. Room ID is in the Facebook chat, Rick. Room ID is in the Facebook chat. Looks like Raul's giving you about 33.5 seconds, my friend. Rick, 33.5. 33 1/3 you should be. You young kids, if I said the words 33 1/3 and 45 RPMs to you, would you even know what I'm talking about? You youths. So you may see Rick yet. Oh, well, we're not seeing Raul. He's just decided to drive himself off track. All right, let's go and find someone else to look at. can't search rooms. Why not? Must be a network issue. Go into lobbies and look at the search function, surely. No? To be honest, there's a in their little box. In their little box, you can add in numbers and names and stuff. I'm sure of it. Everyone's playing silly buggers now. Look, driving backwards, going for the Driftertrons. Infinity Decal's getting that one all wrong. No more of you. Everyone trying to light a set of tyres on fire before the start of the race. No new laps. Oh. Well, it makes no odds then, Rick, does it? That's not the way to drift, Reg. Nearly. We might have to have who's got a best drift comp each week, I think. Nay bad, Reg. Nay bad. Oh, he's kept it as well, even after going on a bit of a grass track session. Go on, Reggie boy. What's he going to do here through the dangerous, dodgy... Oh, he's almost perfect through the chicane. He's almost perfect. What's Mocking Week's going to do through here? He's going to drive it sensibly, look. Sort of. Get back to Rick. Driving sideways. Ooh, can he do the whole hairpin? Getting it wrong on the exit. There's a fair old run though from Reg GT. Just taking out Mocking Weeks for the pleasure as well. Thank you very much. Mocking Weeks going for a drift even though he didn't want to. Reg GT taking himself out as well. Yeah, this track, I do like it the opposite way more than I like it the actual correct way. Don't. You're not waiting for Rick here, are you? Let's have a look. It does say we wait for Rick. Okay. Rick's not coming. Have to accept friend request, Raul, but Rick, but he's out. You're out, so it doesn't matter. How are you not friends with Raul? Start. Race. Oh, should I spell that correctly? I'll put an R in there, shall I? Here we go then. Race 1 of the evening. No Rick W, unfortunately, or Rick 2 continue. Oh no, it's not. Wrong one. Rick 33 GTR. Oh my god. Too many Ricks. I've been inundated with Ricks today. Too many Ricks. Taking over the damn place. Here we go then. 20-minute race round the Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa circuit. Nice open turn one. Shouldn't be any issues through there. A little bit more tricky on the reverse circuit. Very tight hairpin. They're away now then. Have we got everyone off the line cleanly? Yes, everyone away. Here we go then. Don piling the pressure on Dylan into turn one. Slots himself up the inside. Dylan trying to run it round the outside though. Keeps it there. Does Don hold the advantage into the S's? Dylan's still there side by side through the S's. Let's get ourselves, come on, stop it, PlayStation. I've turned on keyboard things, have I? Oh my god, have they turned themselves off? No, keyboard options on. Work then, damn it. Oh, you're going through your strangeness again, aren't you? Rick 33, I thought you weren't at home, damn it. Might be a restart here, as it's only lap one. It's all kicking off at the front though. Obi-Wan, Reg GT and P1 Don all battling it out. Apologies for missing half of that. It was not letting me change camera. Reg GT third, then Dylan all the way down to fourth. So from pole position to fourth at the minute, under pressure from Raul as well. Raul in fifth, side by side up the outside on the run to the chicane. Ooh, Mocking Weeks looking for a way through as well. Dylan's going to have the inside line into his next turn, but it's still kicking off up front here. Don up front, Obi-Wan got the inside line. Oh my god, it's all kicking off. So top four managed to pull a bit of a break. Don, Reg, Obi and Dylan all looking for a tow, all looking to drop a tow as well. They don't want to give any of these drivers an advantage. Let's just jump back to the next pile, which is Infinity Decals. Oh, no it's not, apologies. I don't know why I went to Infinity. It's Raul leading the way in fifth for this next pack. Dizzy hot on his tail. Infinity Decals in seventh. Benny in eighth. Oh, someone's in the wall. Mocking Weeks behind this pack as well. Who's that that's just gone firing into the wall? Was it Valium? Almost taking out P1 Apache. Benny slots one up the inside of Dizzy here. Mocking Weeks up the inside of Infinity Decals. Position swapping left, right and centre. Dizzy coming back at Benny. Carrying the speed down towards this awkward little chicane as well. Raul well through there, looking to close this gap up on those four drivers up front. Let's change this up. 3 wide as they head down towards this hairpin. It could be chaos here. Still 3 wide on the way in, you nutters. Reg's just losing his penalty through there as well. Oh my god boys, great bit of driving. What a race so far. Rick is going to be screwing 2 seconds late, or like half a lap late to get in this race. And look at it, we're going 4 wide here as we come down to the final turn. Raul and Dizzy have pulled themselves onto the back end of this fight. It's going to turn into a right fisticuffs now. Bare knuckle boxing at its best, just about to happen. Great big pile of Mazdas firing their way down towards turn 1. Infinity Decals now leading the front of this next pack, hotly chased by Benny in 8th. Mocking Weeks 9th. Apache still hanging on in there in 10th at the back of this pack. Bit of a gap back to Manny, 2.7 seconds back. And Valium we saw going into the wall as he ran up the hill. Here's another 2.4 seconds back from Manny. Right, back up front. Dylan regained that race lead. But for how long? Don still hunting him down. Reg GT still in this fight. Obi-Wan as well. Raul and Dizzy back in it. Dizzy just a little bit off the pace at the minute. Just 3/4 of a second back. But 1 or 2 more corners. With these boys fighting. Reg GT just getting a little nudge there. How to drive himself off track. He's going to lose a little bit of speed. Obi-Wan's going to get past him. Running up towards this hairpin again. Right, Dylan has managed to squidge his way out front and break a little bit away from P1 Don. Little purple sector from him as well, just to prove the point. through that tricky... Oh, Don a little bit wide through there. Got to be so careful. You can easily stick it in the wall. So that's top 5, top 6 fight. Just stretched out now. Then Dylan leading. Don second. Obi-Wan third. Raul fourth. Reg GT in 5th after his little bit of off-track action. Not carrying as much speed as everyone else. And Dizzy in 6th. Benny now just... second back from this fight, so starting to pull the gap back to these 6 drivers in front. Dragging Infinity Decals, Mocking Weeks and Apache with him. Manny still 2.7 back, so not losing too much time. The punch-ups happening in front. It's just helping these boys not lose any time. Unfortunately, Valium has lost about half a second, unfortunately, so he's down to 3.2 seconds back. Dylan then stretching his legs now, 0.6 of a second over Don. Don also 0.6 of a second from Raul, now in 3rd. On board with Raul, looking back at Obi-Wan, Reg GT, Dizzy. Just stretching out a little bit now. 6 minutes into race 1, they're all piling up again into this hairpin. Obi-Wan's had to go a little bit wide to not take out Raul. That's almost cost him a position to Dizzy there. Reg GT gets back up the inside into this tricky chicane. All drivers getting through there cleanly. Benny's gone far too deep. He's off track in the background. So he loses that position to Mocking Weeks now. Mocking getting through, Apache getting through as well. Benny having to lose a penalty around that final turn and doesn't lose much of it, unfortunately. So down to 9th then. Benny from 6th. 7th. Gives Manny a little look. His gap now down to 2.2 seconds. Infinity Decals has had some kind of terrible incident all the way down in 11th now. Terrible incident. Gives Valium someone to chase as well now. 2.1 seconds back in 12th. Dylan stretching a little bit more. The gap up to a second. Dom not in that slipstream range anymore. Also pulled 1.1 between himself and Raul. Still kicking off for the 3rd place. Did anyone else see that? GT Obi-Wan drifting it through that second open left-hand hairpin. Still keeps himself in check for Raul as well. Amazing bit of driving there from GT Obi-Wan. Dizzy hunting him down. Reg GT still hanging on in there. Mocking Weeks back up to 7th, looking to get back involved in this fight as well. Still dragging Apache. Benny not that far off still. Still trying to drop this penalty here as well. So Manny 2.2 seconds back. Infinity Decals another 1.9 seconds back. Valium, what's happened to Valium? 23 seconds back, Valium. You've been backwards somewhere. Great big lead then for Dylan. 1.7 seconds. Can anyone challenge him? He's stomped it the first 2 rounds. Nobody got an answer for him at the minute. MRC, GTTCC, Fusion League champion as well is Dylan. 8-week league, several divisions, Fusion League being the sort of Premier League, and yeah, took the win comfortably as well. Don then losing more time to Dylan. Raul now 1.3 seconds back, but pulled a bit of time from GT Obi-Wan and Dizzy. Not a lot, just 0.7 of a second. So they are just still within that slipstream range. Reg GT, oh sorry, it's Dizzy now looking for a move on Obi-Wan. Gets his way through on the run up to the hairpin as well. Takes that 4th position then. Obi-Wan drops down to 5th. Reg GT looking looking to get back on the rear end of this fight as well. Still got Mocking Weeks just 1.1 seconds back now. Benny only 1.1 back as well in 8th. Apache just 0.6 of a second back. So this mid-pack starting to close back up. Manny just a second back as well, so he's got a chance of getting himself a position or two. Now he's back in the slipstream range. Infinity Decals 2.1 back. And Valium, I'm not sure if Valium's just having a bit of fun. He's now 45 seconds down. He's either getting it very wrong or he's having the greatest time ever drifting those little Mazdas all around the place. Let's have a look through the hairpin. No, he's not drifting it through there. Must be a mistake or two somewhere. Dylan's managed to pick himself up a great big penalty. 1.7 seconds he's got to lose. He has got 2 seconds over next rival P1 Don. Still pulling time over Raoul as well. Dizzy and Obi-Wan caught him right back up. So it's on here on the run down the hill through the tight chicane. Obi-Wan back through into 4th, Dizzy 5th. A little bit of contact between those two, but it was a clean move by Obi-Wan. Can Dizzy get the run down towards the hairpin? Wrong driver. A little bit wide on the way out for Obi-Wan. Gives Dizzy a tiny bit of a look. Down towards this tricky final chicane then. Nice and fast on the way in. Slam on the anchors on the way out. That's where we saw Benny run off track and into the wall. Picks himself a penalty for the trouble. Dizzy then keeping himself within that slipstream range. Obi-Wan just outside of the slipstream range of Raoul now. It's not the longest of start-finish straights, this one though, so you're not able to get up to full speed and benefit from the slipstream all the way down here. You can still benefit through it, with it down the through the S's and down the hill. Closes the gap up anyway. The gap down to 1/4 of a second between himself and Obi-Wan. Closes up through the S's. He's going to be in for a real chance here as they head down the hill towards this long sweeping left. Obi-Wan's already gone defensive. Don't think it really matters through here. You can carry a lot of speed through these turns. And here we go. Dizzy side by side with Obi-Wan. Gives plenty of room as well, Obi-Wan. Run down the hill. He's still got the inside line into this next chicane. It's a good bit of driving from Obi-Wan, just knowing which corners are coming up next. It's going to slow him down a little bit through there though. And now Dizzy might be able to get the run on him into this hairpin again. Here it is. Slings one up the inside. Obi-Wan's going to try and cut back up the inside. Can he carry the speed? Side by side on the way out. Dizzy just carries the speed then. Gets himself back into 4th for the time being. Obi-Wan 5th. Obi-Wan coming back at him though. Into this final turn. He won't be able to run it side by side through here. There you go. But Obi-Wan might be able to make another run down this start-finish straight. He is close enough, right on the tail of Dizzy. Maybe working together, just try and break the gap between themselves and Reg GT, who's closing up. He's only a second back himself. Did look like they were working together down that little straight. I think Obi-Wan definitely had the opportunity to go for the overtake. Right, Dylan, what are you doing, Dylan? More penalty, 2.1. You're getting that chicane wrong, aren't you? Because you like driving far too quick through it. 3-second lead though over Don. Don pulling another couple of tenths over Raoul. Again, no answer for the top two at the minute, Raoul. Dizzy looking to close that gap down. It is 1.6 seconds, but he has got Obi-Wan to worry about behind. These two kind of battling it out, but still kind of working together as well. It's strange. They're battling each other for position, then giving each other a bump draft. Reg GT though closed that gap up to 0.6 of a second, so he is within the slipstream range. He's got mocking weeks, well within slipstream range as well. Benny just outside, 1.7 back, holding 8th though. He's got a big gap back to Apache, 3.8 seconds. He's under a bit of pressure from Manny, so Manny could have a position or two here. Oh, Apache under a little bit of pressure. He's gone a tiny bit wide. Manny carries the speed on the way out of there. Gets himself through to 9th then. 4.1 seconds back from Benny now. Seems to have got the bit between his teeth in the latter half of this race. Infinity Decals as well, not far off of UK Apache, just a second back. Valium, unfortunately, still 46 seconds down. Race leader Dylan then. Ooh. He's lost a fair chunk of that penalty. The gap come down to 2 seconds, probably due to the fact he's losing all his penalty. Don rocking the Harry Potter livery for Archie. Rowlin 2.1 seconds back from Don. Yeah, he's got nothing for those top two at the minute. Still gaining time on 4th and 5th. Oh, what's happened here? What? Where's what? Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, what have you done to yourself? Turn to the dark side. That's what it was. Down in 11th position. Where did you get that all wrong, Obi-Wan? Where did you throw it all away? He was battling out for 4th with Dizzy. Now Dizzy is battling for that 4th with Red GT and almost mocking Weeks. I'm sure we'll find out in a chat at the half-time break. Yeah, having a solid race as well, Obi-Wan. Throwing it all away with about 3 minutes left, unfortunately. So Dylan extends his lead back up to the 3.2 seconds whilst losing penalty. Okay, Don's made a mistake and picked up penalty. That's brought Raoul back into the fight. So Raoul is just a second back from Don. 2 minutes left of this race. So they will only see one more lap after this. Don's got to fend him off for a lap, not let him close up and get back into that slipstream range, which he is doing ever so slowly. So Dizzy holding 4th, has done for the majority of this race, swapped it a couple of times with GT Obi-Wan. Has Reg GT got anything for him? So, just 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Laps being 142s, 143s, 141s. This will become a final lap. Can Reg GT get this position right at the end of the race? Can Raoul take that second position off of Don? Now just 0.7 of a second and closing as they come down this start-finish straight. Through this big sweeping turn, we've seen drivers been able to close the gap up through here as well. Don looking to lose his penalty. Still 3/4 of a second. Let's get some... Do we need some bumper cam? Let's get some bumper cam going. Look for the hunt on Don. Gap down to 0.6 of a second as they come around to this long sweeping left-hander. Different line through there. It's Raoul looking to get the tighter cutback. Don ran a little bit wide. Still a gap of 0.7. So bar a mistake, it's looking good for Don for second position. Let's hope we don't give his the old commentator's nurse out. We don't need any of that. Drops his penalty fully now then. Let's get ourselves on board with race leader. Still holding penalty then. A 3.7 second lead after this 20-minute race. Fastest lap as well, 1:41.1 for Dylan, lap 3. Comes around that final turn, back onto this start-finish straight then. He's had it reasonably comfortable for majority of it. Just drops his penalty before he crosses the line. Don is going to take second, Raul takes third, Dizzy holds on to fourth, Reg GT takes fifth, Mocking Weeks takes sixth, Benny takes seventh, Dizzy still spinning round. Manny is going to come home for eighth backwards, Apache on the grass backwards for ninth, GT Obi-Wan made up a position back up into 10th. He won't be happy with that one. Valium's already crossed the line, and we just wait for Infinity Decals to drift to Tron across there then. And yeah, Valium already crossed the line, taking 12th. So, have we still got Rick in the room? Is Rick going to be racing in race 2? Find out. In 3 seconds. Here it is. Where is he? Rick's joined the room. Rick's not left the room. There he is. He's got the number 2 plate next to his name. Rick 33 GTR in the house for race 2. Good. Just missing out on race 1, unfortunately. Yeah, some real good racing at the start of that. Some absolute punch-ups kicking off for the first couple of laps. Maybe the first 5 or 6 laps. Top 4 having a right good scrap. The next 6 having a right good scrap. Turned into a right melee. So, while we've got a bit of time, get yourselves over to We Are Driven, get yourselves over to Archie's Journey, get yourselves over to Bradley Lowry Foundation, all on Facebook. Click all those likes, click all the things, do the stuff, and then get yourselves over to www.justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's Journey and drop a donation on there. Cheers, boys and girls. Ooh. A bit of contact between Dizzy and Obi-Wan, unfortunately. That seems to be what took Obi-Wan out. Discrepancies in lobby settings as well. Oh, controversial. So, bit of a break, possibly 5 minutes. I can expect race 2 to start at 21:50. Another 20-minute reverse grid. Is it a full reverse grid for you lot, or is it top 8? Do you do top 6 or something daft, top 7? I don't know. False start check added. So, what's Rick going to have in race 2? Where are they going to put him? Unfortunately, I think he's going to have to go at the back of the pack. I forget. top 3 carry over extra weight into race 2 like they do in the minis. So the success ballast kicking in for race 2. I may have to disappear and grab myself another drink. It is far too hot in this room and I'm out of coffee, people. That's never good. I'm going to get some more juice, people. Hold on. We're back. Nice ice cold bottle of cream soda to razz on now. Sorry, peeps just had to disappear for some more liquid refreshment. Who's going for a Driftertron now? Who's Driftertroning? Infinity. I think Reg was better. Yeah, I've got to give it to Reg at the minute, Infinity, unfortunately. Let's see. No, it's got to be Reg. It's got to be Reg. Not a bad effort. Still. Reg wins Drift of the Day. You people can vote for Driver of the Day as well. Don't forget that. DCC, evening brother. How you doing? Yeah, don't forget to vote for Driver of the Day, people. They do score extra points in the championship. Don't give it to people for this kind of nonsense. All right. Right, no driver of the day for this. It has to be to do with the actual race. Marking Wheat's getting a couple of little sneaky practice starts in. So yeah, start for race 1 was a little bit messed up. It was on a counter instead of the usual false start, normal grid start. So everyone just able to get off. Here we go then. Wow, giving everyone to track. Let's go racing signs. Here we go. 10 seconds then. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Oh, teeny bit of T-boning. Why not? Right, let's have a look at this race order then. Another 20-minute race coming up for you lot. Let's try and figure out the reverse grid. Ooh, so it is going to be GT Obi-Wan up front, Apache second, Manny third, Benny fourth, Mocking fifth, Reg GT sixth, Dizzy seventh, Raoul eighth, Don ninth, Dylan in 10th, Infinity Decals 11th, Valium 12th, Rick 33 in 13th. So yeah, it's a reverse grid for the top 8, I think. Obi-Wan getting away well then, Apache also. So if Obi-Wan can stick a few laps in like he did in race 1, could be in for a shout here. Being chased by Apache at the minute. Manny under a little bit of threat from Benny as we head down through the S's. Reg GT in 5th. Quick driver as well. A couple of little mistakes just cost him a few places earlier on. Oh, we've got Don in the barrier in the background, just trying to fend off a couple of drivers behind. Picks himself up a penalty for that indiscretion. So Mocking in 6th then. Raoul 7th. Dizzy 8th. Oh, Rick 33 has fired himself off the track. Dylan 9th, Infinity Decals 10th, Don in 11th. Valium, oh, I'm not sure what's happened to Valium. Stuck. Oh, possibly contact between himself and Rick 33 that caused Rick 33 to get fired off track. Valium doing the right thing and waiting for him. Probably going to see a sorry mate in a second. So Obi-Wan holds on to that lead. 0.6 of a second, yes, on lap 1 already. So if he can hold on to his Jedi powers, start making a bit of a break while the faster drivers from race 1 try and work their way through this pack. So the gap of 0.7 then, almost 0.8. Benny in 3rd, but he's got Manny all over the rear end of him. Working together, these two, pushing down the track, trying to close the gap up on those 2 drivers in front, trying to break the toe from the drivers behind. Dylan has already got himself up into 5th, winner of race 1 tonight, carrying the most weight as well, still having a good race. We'll see how that benefits his tyres later on though. Dizzy in 6th. Don, we saw just fire himself into wall in this very turn. He's holding on to 7th. Infinity Decals in 8th. A little bit of a gap back to Reg GT in 9th now. Oh, what happened to you, Reg? You were in 5th. A lot of work to do for Reg GT then. Raoul in 10th. Mocking Weeks 11th, Rick 33. Oh, Rick 33 trying to drift even though... Oh, Rick 33. You can give him driver of the day for that if you want, because that is in the race. Unfortunately, just getting himself pointing straight again then for Rick. Valium, oh, ghosting out. So Obi-Wan, here's the break. 1.3 seconds, is it? Apologies, 1.2 seconds over Apache. Out of that slipstream range then. Apache got plenty to worry about behind. He's got Manny, Benny, he's got Dylan, Dizzy, Don and Infinity Decals all hounding him for that 2nd position, looking to get past and hunt down GT Obi-Wan up front. Let's change this camera up a little bit. Get on board with Apache and look at this gaggle of Mazdas trying to get their way through. Manny then hunting him down on the way towards the S's. A little bit of a nudge through there as well. Just try and eke their way past, or eke their way closer to those top 2. Sorry, top 1. Dylan up into 4th. He's now got to get past Manny and Apache. Oh, up the inside of Manny. Nice and easily there for Dylan. Gets himself into 3rd. He's now on the hunt for Apache. He won't even be thinking about the drivers behind. He's a little bit quick to... Oh, I'll say that as Manny comes at him. Tries to run around the outside into the chicane. Doesn't make it work though. But put Dylan off a little bit. Gives Apache a little bit of breathing space, just 0.7 of a second, almost 0.8, gets closed back up into the hairpin. Benny goes up the inside of Manny as well. He went a little bit deep into the hairpin, loses that position to Benny. Let's change this camera angle up. We're not seeing as much as we should be. So Benny into 4th, Manny in 5th, Don 6th, Infinity Decals 7th, Dizzy 8th, Reg GT 9th, slowly closing up on this fight, just 0.9 of a second back. Mocking Weeks, unfortunately 9.7 seconds in down in 10th. Raoul another 1.2 back. Rick 33, another 11 seconds back after his pirouette. Valium still ghosting. Obi-Wan's picked up a penalty, lost a bit of time as well. The gap down to 0.8 of a second. He's going to bring these boys back into the fight with Dylan hot on the heels of Apache, well within the slipstream range as well. Might be able to make short work of the second place driver. Flashing the lights as well. I'm here, coming through. Apache possibly leaving him a little bit too much room here. Bit of door banging on the way through. Apache just holds on to the lead. Can he hold on to it into the chicane? Yes, he does. Dylan just backs off on his way through there. This is where Dylan's been picking up his penalties. And now he's got to hunt down Apache again. Again, this is just allowing GT Obi-Wan to stretch a 10th or 2. Losing his penalty as well through there. Nice number plate there, UK Apache UK. I'm sure that was meant for Raoul. Cowabunga car dories on the rear wing as well. Archie's Journey smashed down the side. Infinity Decals logo on the back bumper. He's got it all rocking tonight, has Apache UK. I want to call you UK Apache. Using that slipstream then, Raoul gets the slingshot past Apache UK down towards turn 1. So backs right off there, and Apache comes back for the attack on the way out. So the gap back up to 1.3 between race leader GT Obi-Wan and Dylan. 1.4, he's still under threat from Apache here. So again, he's just having to take slightly compromised lines on the way into turns, which is not giving him the fastest way through. I say that. He's not losing any time to GT Obi-Wan either. 1.3 seconds the gap still. Dylan second, Apache in third, Don up to 4th. He's also within that slipstream range, dragging Benny and Manny with him, 5th and 6th. Again, just working together, Manny and Benny. Benny slings one up the inside of the hairpin, gets himself through to 4th. Nothing Don could do about that. Don into 5th then. Now separated these two who were working together. Are we going to see Manny do the same thing for Don? We'll wait and see. Manny 6th then, Dizzy 7th, Infinity Decals 8th. He's close enough for a move down this start-finish straight. Dizzy unfortunately getting a little bit of a slipstream from these drivers in front. Reg GT just a second back in 9th. Mocking Weeks 10th, still 9.4 seconds back. Raoul closing up on him again, 0.3 of a second at the minute. Sitting in 11th for Raoul. Not managing to get the pass done on Mocking Weeks there. Then Rick 33, 12th, 12.9 seconds down unfortunately after his contact with Valium. Valium back racing again now. But over a minute back, unfortunately, for Valium. Right. It's all going to get a bit heated now. Obi-Wan and Dylan getting very close together. 0.9 of a second in it between Dylan and Obi-Wan. 0.8 as they run up the hill towards this hairpin. A little bit of a penalty to lose as well for GT Obi-Wan. Dylan clear of penalties. Obi-Wan clears his through there. Still 0.8 of a second down to this tight chicane. Oh, slightly wide there for Dylan. That's going to give a little bit of breathing room for Obi-Wan. Not masses, just enough to keep himself out of trouble down this start-finish straight for sure. The gap at 1.1. 10 minutes into race 2 then, just 10 minutes left. Can Obi-Wan hold on to it? Dylan, winner of race 1, carrying the most weight as well with the 3 clicks of success ballast. Gap at a second. Come on, Obi-Wan. Don then under all sorts of pressure at the minute, holding third, but he's got Manny and Manny, which track are you taking? Was holding third. Apache losing a couple of positions, then down to fourth, gaining that position back with Manny's whatever it was. Dizzy in fifth, Benny sixth, Infinity Decals seventh, Reg GT up to eighth. Manny, unfortunately, picking up a bit of front end damage, doing whatever he decided to do through the S's. Unfortunately, all the way down to ninth now for Manny, 2.5 seconds off the pace as well. Raul just 8.3 seconds back from Manny himself. Just got past Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks right there with him though, just 0.1 of a second back. Rick 33 unable to gain any time, so still 13.8 seconds down for Rick. Valium still 1 minute and 10 down then. Blue flags being waved. Are they? Yes, they are. They're closing up on Valium here. So keeping that gap then, Obi-Wan. 1.4 seconds between himself and Dylan. 7.5 minutes remaining pretty much. You've got the back marker of Valium to get past, hopefully without incident. That's the last thing we want. Gap back down to 1.1. Dylan's got 7.5 minutes to try and do something with this. Don then unfortunately 2.5 seconds down, but out on his own. The fight is behind him. Oh, Apache, where are you going? A bit of off-roading in the background. So Dizzy's up to fourth, Benny fifth, Apache sixth, Reg GT seventh, Infinity Decals eighth, Manny still ninth, 2.1 back, but is closing the gap back up. Raul still closing that gap, 7.4 seconds, but running out of time, running out of laps. Still got Mocking Weeks for company as well. Just benefiting from the tow, allowing Raul to drag him round, bring him closer to that fight in front. 6 minutes 40 remaining. Can they get themselves onto the back end of a Manny? He's their next target. Oh, Infinity Decals getting it a bit squirrely out of the tight chicane, down to 8th. It's got Manny for company now as well, so that 2.1 seconds that Manny had to close the gap down to Apache is now 0.3 of a second. Everybody gaining a toe down this start-finish straight though. Back up front, Obi-Wan. Gap down to 0.5 of a second, 6 minutes remaining. Still not past Valium yet. In the slipstream range then, Obi-Wan's going to have to go defensive down here, although he can run too wide through this sweeping right left-hander. Just backs off the throttle, gets the tighter line on the way out. Does he carry the speed down the hill to the chicane? Thinks about it up the inside, backs off though, allows Obi-Wan to keep it for now. Oh, gets a good run out of the chicane then up the side of GT Obi-Wan. He's got the inside line into this hairpin as well. Is there anything Obi-Wan can do? Gets himself back up the inside on the way out of the hairpin, but they're running down to this tight chicane. So Obi-Wan backs off through there. Closes the gap up again towards this final turn. Needs to keep himself right in check as he comes around this hairpin. Oh, Dylan goes a little bit wide on the way in. Obi-Wan then 0.3 of a second back down this short straight. Don't think he's going to be close enough. Dylan swings himself out to get the best run into turn one. Obi-Wan, they were actually gaining a bit of a toe off Valium actually. What have you got then, Obi-Wan? Can you put it back on P1 Dylan? Closing the gap up through these S's again. Down towards this sweeping left-hander. Now goes for the outside line. Dylan just holds it. Obi-Wan not quite. Oh, has he managed to get the switch back? He does now get himself up the inside. He's now got the advantage on the way down to this chicane. And carrying good speed as well. Great battle here for first between these two. Dylan going for a better run around the outside. Oh, wrong way. Obi-Wan, if he can carry the speed into this hairpin, will have the advantage. Yes, he has. He's not outbraked himself. I've got to change this camera angle up. You two are far too close. Obi-Wan not able to carry the speed well enough out of that hairpin. Dylan's going to get the place back as they go through this chicane again then. All this is brilliant. Valium back into this fight. He's looking to unlap himself here. These two battling it out. It could end up costing somebody a position if Valium starts getting involved. He gets himself up the inside of Obi-Wan here, look. Obi-Wan gets back in the slipstream of Dylan though. Can he make it work this time? Closes up, moves to the outside of this circuit. Tyres struggling a little bit around this one. Right behind Dylan through here. Needs to get the move done through the S's as we saw before. Pushing the P1 driver around these S's then. Nowhere for him to go through there. Looks for the inside line. Dylan's already chucked himself across to the left-hand side. Gives plenty of room on the outside for Obi-Wan to stay on track. Can Obi-Wan do it again here? Can he do it again? He's not had the best of runs out. Dylan carries the speed. Just 2 minutes remaining to this race. Who's going to take it? Dylan does close up down to... Obi-Wan does close up towards the chicane again. Keeps Dylan firmly in his sights. Down towards this hairpin. Apologies if you're not looking at anyone else, but this is where it's at the minute. Obi-Wan looking for a good run out the hairpin. Again, it's too short a run down towards this chicane to make it work. It's got to try again then, has GT Obi-Wan. And this will become final lap when they cross the line. What have you got, Obi-Wan? Can you put it to P1 Dylan on this final lap? Valium then in that 13th position. He's got P1 Don for company. Getting a bit of a toe. That'll benefit him on the way back up the field, but towards the two drivers in front. But I don't think he'll be able to make a move even with that slipstream. So Dizzy holding 4th, Benny 5th, Reg GT 6th. So it could all kick off here still for 4th, 5th and 6th. And again between 7th, 8th and 9th. Apache, Manny and Infinity Deckel still battling it out for these positions. Right at the end of the race here as well. Manny fires himself through into 7th position. Apache in 8th, Infinity 9th, Raoul 10th, Mocking Week still hot on his tail for 11th, Rick 33, 43 seconds down, unfortunately, drifting it, just messing about now, waiting for the timer to run down. Valium in that 13th position. He has now got this pile of drivers coming up behind him for 4th, 5th and 6th, is it? Obi-Wan, while we've been chatting, is looking for this top spot back on this final lap. He's got himself up the inside. Dylan slots one back up at the hairpin though. Obi-Wan, why didn't you see that coming? Good run out there though. Side by side. Has he got enough speed to take it through the chicane? Oh, nothing that Dylan could do through there. And Don's got himself through as well. Dylan has gone from 1st to 3rd here in these last couple of turns. Don is looking for the win. Don's looking for the win. Don's looking for the win. Who's going to get it? It could be anyone. I think Obi-Wan's going to take it. He does. Don takes 2nd. Dylan takes 3rd at the end of that one. Great bit of racing right at the end of there. Dizzy takes 4th. Benny 5th. Reg takes 6th. Apache 7th. Manny 8th. Raoul 9th. Infinity Decal. Oh, sorry, I've missed someone. Infinity Decal's 9th. Raoul in... what? Manny 8th. Why was it flicking backwards? Infinity Decal's 9th. Raoul 10th. Mocking Week's 11th. Rick 12th. And Valium 13th. What a battle that was right at the end. Yeah, great drive by Obi-Wan. Managed to just get away at the start of the race, build up enough of a lead to keep himself out of a majority of the danger until pretty much second half of the race when Dylan managed to get his way through. And then Don, sneaky Don out of nowhere. For me, well, man of the match for Don. Oh no, man of the match. What am I talking about? Stupid football. Driver of the day. I'm giving it to GT Obi-Wan for me. But that's just my opinion. But, you know, Don was up there as well. Dylan smashed it. Losing a couple of positions at the end, but Don sort of coming out of nowhere to close that gap up on these two. And there was me saying I don't think he'd got the advantage even with the slipstream off Valium, but I'll shut my mouth. There you go, race 2 from round 3 done and dusted. What have I got coming up? Minis done. Wednesday next week, 8 o'clock. The team versus team, the Tanso versus Race Asylum that we played last night. That'll be back. 2 more races again, same setup, same cars as well, just different tracks. I forget which tracks off the top of my head. Is it Interlagos and Nürburgring GP, I think. So it's the Lamborghini GR4 for race 1 and the Yaris N300 for race 2. Interesting combination. And then, yes, Thursday. So just Wednesdays and Thursdays. 3 weeks for the Wednesday one. 2 weeks left of that. And this is an 8-week league and you are on week 3. So that's what's happening at the minute. If you want to help my channel out, you can get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoker, or if you actually want something for your money, get hold of me at darksmoker@googlemail.com or hit me up on the Facebook page and send me some money and I'll send you some stickers or a t-shirt and maybe a sticker if you want it. Entirely up to you. Yes, I hope you've liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.